perspective on some of the workshop things.
Absolutely.
How did you end up with the workshop, and what's your experience with it then?
Well, actually, the Philadelphia Workshop Studio ended up very, very good for me. I was working as a financial analyst for a propane company, and feeling a little disconnected from myself and who I wanted to be. I responded to Allison's ad in the Poets and Writers magazine, and she had a place for me in the Philadelphia Workshop. So I started riding the train down once a week from Norristown to go, and I started writing again, and it was just great. It was something that I'd forgotten, and it gave me the courage to actually decide I was going to be a writer. And now I'm in an MFA program. I'm teaching at Rosemont College, so it's been fantastic for me. It really it gave me a space to actually become a writer.
And one of the things that I think is so cool about the workshop is that everybody kind of works together. So as a poet, you'll be workshopping with a nonfiction writer and a fiction writer. How does that, as a poet, what's that experience like for you? And what do you, how do you interact with a nonfiction writer? What do you gain from that as a poet?
Well, I gain a lot, and there's a lot of perspective that I think that poets as a whole tend to become very technical, and we get caught up on small things. And so we kind of forget a sense of perspective. And I'm kind of like a poet because I do a lot of stuff in form, which even some poets find a little bit strange. But so actually having the ability to bounce things off of people that do fiction, people that do nonfiction, and seeing what they respond to and what they like, and even sometimes seeing them incorporate some things that I bring into their work and vice versa, it's fantastic.
And how does your kind of Philadelphia experience factor into your work? I mean, how do you address the city as a writer?
Philadelphia, I've been living here almost all my life, and I was living 10 years in Bridgeport, which is just a weird little town out here on 23. I've written a poem about Bridgeport, maybe I'll read it tonight, but which is probably the nicest poem anybody's ever written about Bridgeport. I can almost guarantee that. A lot of my poems are about nature, but Philadelphia kind of is a natural force for me. We have the Schuylkill River, which just cuts through and is this presence. And I kind of feel like the Schuylkill River flowing down to Philadelphia brings us to it, brings us back to the city. We're always kind of drawn down the river to it. It's always there as this sort of bright thing at the edge of the river. So yeah, I mean, as a poet, I'm sensitive to place, and Philadelphia is my place.
What's it like being like a nature poet living in the city?
It's sometimes tough. I sometimes have to take off to the woods for the weekend just so that I can. What color are trees? But I actually just moved out to Ardmore, which is very suburban, and it's kind of like this tamed nature, which we're like outside, but we're not. We're outside, but with a lot of regulations.